Everyone says it takes money to make money. You know what? They couldn't be more wrong. I'll tell you this video's for you if you have more time than money. If you are killing it, you have plenty of money, I'll send you a different video. But I want you to really take an inventory of your mental and relationship capital. What is that? Mental capital is what are your unique ideas? What are your unique insights and strategies? What tools do you have? What kind of things are at your disposal? And if you're not sure, you can go to wealthfactory.com/ideas to help you come up with your $1 million idea. Now, the second piece is your relationship capital. Who do you know that can help you grow? Who are those people that are your biggest fans and advocates? Who are the people that want to buy what you have to offer, or that create accountability for you, or that you respect, or they give you the right type of advice to get to the next level? You've got to figure out that, because it doesn't take money to make money. It takes mental and relationship capital, and this is how you can be more resourceful regardless of your resources. It takes money to make money. That's what people that tell you that want your money. But what it really takes is thinking differently about things. Look, when I wrote Killing Sacred Cows, I exhausted my finances. I had over 100 real estate properties that were suffering in 2008 and business partners in those properties that were going illiquid and insolvent. And so it was kind of this chaotic, really crazy time, the first time in my life from starting my business in 1998 that I had a downturn, that I had a cash flow crunch. I was feeling the economy, and it wasn't that I needed to participate in the recession, it's that I wasn't prepared for it. And so this is where I became very resourceful, because I was about to go do on a tour, right? I paid $91,000 to Plan Television Arts, and they had me going to do a bunch of local CWs. They had me doing, some major media like ABC in New York City, and as well as some nationally syndicated radio shows. And so thinking, okay, how am I going to go about doing this? Well, when I was going to Phoenix, I just called a few of the relationships I knew in Phoenix and I said, why don't you stay at my place? I'll pick you up at the airport. I cashed in my points just to get my flights there, right? And then they even said, you know what? We know of this event and your book would be perfect for it. So they brought me in, I gave a speech in someone's kind of mansion. I sold enough books to not only pay for that trip, to pay for the next one. This was about being resourceful, right? This is really critical. And I even have clients that they love going to Disneyland. Well, how in the heck can you actually be profitable because you love to go to Disneyland? Well, they just created a Disney business, a website. They made $60,000 the first year showing people how to maximize their Disney experience. That's being resourceful. That's funding the things that you want to do in your life. So I'll break this down into 3 simple ways where you can be more resourceful even if you don't feel like you have the financial resources. One way is that you can crowdfund, and you can go find whatever those micro-funding sites are. That I have a friend, Jeff Hayes, and Jeff's come out with a lot of documentaries, and he'll put those on a crowdfunding site. And depending on how much people pay, they get a different level. They might be able to become an executive director, right? Because they've put enough money into it, or they get a copy of that film as soon as it's released, or they get certain bonuses when they do more money. So people can participate at the level that they want, and they can actually participate a lot more because people support that which they help to build. And he found a way through crowdfunding to have these guys feel like it's their product and they want to see it successful just as much as he does. And he's getting the money up front so he can get the filming done, so he can get all the editing done without having to go borrow funds, because he's borrowed funds in previous times that for a pod business, a pod fitness business, which took an enormous amount of time, and it didn't have as much connection to the end user because it was investors, right? The second thing is, if you don't know how to go about doing any crowdfunding and you don't have anyone in your life that you're like, who would I go to? Well, you should at least go to your relationship capital and find at least 5 influencers or connected people where you can offer your idea or services in trade. So you don't need money for this. The trade's going to be, they give you reviews. They become a case study. They're giving you feedback along the way. They can connect you to other people that this could benefit because they're influencers, and the key is to find influencers. 10 years ago, I met Patrick Gentempo. I helped him out with just one simple financial thing, and he's like, man, I got to introduce you to my people. Had me come to one of his events as an attendee, but then had me speak for 10 minutes. 7 clients from that. Some of those clients called and wanted me on other interviews. Then all of a sudden, I found myself doing a full day and a half at Patrick's, and 6 people did our full program from that. And then eventually, we did a couple $100,000 in one day just speaking for a day and a half at one of his events, and people wanting to hire us because now we had built that momentum. We had those case studies, we had those testimonials. It began with me just giving him advice that he didn't even pay for up front. Now he's sent me hundreds and hundreds of clients over time. You want to find those advocates, those influencers, those people influential, and you can offer services and add value. Anytime I speak at an event, I find whoever runs that event and I make sure that they've gotten value from my advice before I'm ever on their stage. What can I do to truly impact them? Can I save them tax? Can I immediately, something really quick? Can I just discover what they're struggling with, right? Like, what are they excited about? What are their opportunities? What are their obstacles? And I offer that value, offer that support, and then they become an advocate. Now, if you're, once again, still not sure, what are these ideas for? You can go to wealthfactory.com/idea, and within an hour have your $1 million idea. It's a worksheet that I'm gifting to you in exchange for us building a relationship and moving forward. Now, let's go to another example. You can even just, on the third part, just trade work with someone that their skills can benefit your business or idea. Like, I was really struggling during that time financially, so I went to the place I worked out, and I went to the owner and I said, hey, if I give you advice, can I come work out here? I'll meet with you at the end of the week, but through the week, you'll just work out here at no charge. He's like, absolutely. I helped him go from making $30,000 a year to 6 figures, and in exchange, I didn't have to pay to go to the gym. I've done this before with websites, with ghostwriting work, when I had a project called Wealth Book. I traded out helping someone create their compelling vision in their business. His name's Daniel, and then he was a student, and then when he actually opened his office, he made $7,800 the first week he was in business because I showed him how to win then play. I showed him how to create a compelling vision, and that vision actually got him free work where people built websites in order to come and get services that he offered because the vision was so compelling. So where can you do some of this trade work with someone who can benefit you for your business or idea even if you don't have the resources? See, everyone says it takes money to make money, and they just couldn't be more wrong. Now you have the knowledge to transform your thoughts into profits, so you can build this life you love and be a true value creator so you can have the wealth you deserve as well. Look, if you're looking for more on this topic, I'd urge you to go to my video that's called A Better Way to Raise Capital. This has to do with making money up front, making money from our ideas, being profitable from day one regardless of the resources you have, and building momentum so that you can accelerate your results and improve your wealth.